Right then, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2013 mod. Now, last time that we left a place and we moved into another place. We moved into a place that was involving some seagulls. Yeah, that's right, in an area with a beach in there. So we've reached a beach, which is got Jonah there, Reyes, Sam, and a couple of things that has to be done, as well as I've done some bits already. And also, previously, I grabbed hold of a new bow, which was called the compound bow, which is what I grabbed hold of, as well as Jonah, once again, with the previous shotgun I did have, because I've got the pump action shotgun. So also, you can get him to talk to you.
Any sign of those scavengers?
Nothing. It's quiet. If they're out there, I don't know what they're waiting for.
If they're out there.
So way to do that is to stand beside him and wait for the square or X symbol to pop above his head with a speech symbol for you to push that kind of button. And also we let's not use that. We saw Sam sitting there reading the book like I said before, and also he have got Whitman back reading his book and staying quiet at last, because when we was in the middle of the storyline, he was a bit moody and having a go at Lara, and everybody else was having a go at each other. Especially, let's go around the other side. Here we are. Which was
once I get this all hooked up,
this person down here, which was Reyes, and she was a bit pissy and moody and everything else. But also that we opened a door that is down here, that I used the axe to rip off by keep pushing the triangle or Y, whichever button with whichever console you're on. I did do that. And also I did do some fighting with some weapons, with the pistol and the assault rifle, because we was in another area which was with a boat with loads and loads of criminals everywhere that decided to chuck a load of bombs at me and firing arrows at me and everything else. You saw that go off last time, and when that was done, I ended up zipping my way down from some lines to get somewhere, which was basically roughly somewhere. I'm trying to figure it out, but we'll leave it. Right, also, this place is the shipwreck, is the place where we're at. And on the right hand side, you'll find a picture of it as well as the name of it. And also you'll find some different numbers and different things on there, which you'll find the name, once again, shipwreck, and below there it will say 28%, and below that it will show you loads and loads of bits and pieces on it, and I will read those out from top to bottom. The first one, which is to do with camps, which will show you 4 of them to find. And you'll find another one, which is to do with documents for you to find 4 of them, which is to do with books. But it does involve the one that Whitman's writing down and reading and what Sam's reading. But you need to find books like that. As well as you're going to need to find 6 relics, which involves boxes that you're going to have to grab hold of. You're going to need to grab 6 of those. Next of all is the GPS caches, which allows you to find 15 of those in this area. As well as make sure you grab every single one of them in every single flipping place you've ever been in. Alright. Because last time we were over here. In this area. Here we are. We was around here. Also, like I said, with the GPS caches, there was 15 in this area, which is Shanty Town. There was a fair load in there. There is a fair load of GPS caches in here, which is spelled it was spelled SUMMIT, and Forest. There was 5 of those. And make sure you just grab every single one of those in every flipping area for Laura to say, aha! Just like the Tomb Raider classic games on the PS1 version. Like I said previously, loads and loads of times. When you pick up Magnums, Uzi clips, some health packs and bits and pieces in Tomb Raider 2 or Tomb Raider 3 or Tomb Raider 1. But you have seen me do Tomb Raider 1 on my YouTube channel if you've been watching along and doing bits and pieces on it. Might put some likes on there or something else like it, or a comment on there. But yeah, that's what the GPS caches do. Next one down is on the right hand side of the picture, which will say 2 tombs for you to complete, which is basically allows you to grab 1250 XP, as well as you might grab 200 salvage, or you might get 250 salvage. As well as when you do complete it, you'll find some items like a document sitting a GPS cache down here, or you might find a document. There you go. You might find a document down here, or you might find a GPS cache down here. You might find a GPS cache down here, or you might find a relic down here. And so that's what the tombs do when you complete any of them. They'll bring some items like this, but they will go grey for you to select it. And then when you select it with the AOX and push L1 when you come out of the page, just like this. And when you push the L1, it'll bring a colour up to say, I'm hiding over here, don't be stupid, I'm right behind here somewhere. And you'll be able to find it easier. Alright, next of all, which is to do with a challenge, and it's got 5 of those, which is to do with pulling something off, which I have done. If you've been following along as well as watching my last recording, which will show you that I pulled 2 of some kind where they were hiding, as well as the last one, which is to do with 10 of something to destroy, which I have destroyed 4 of those. And there was one I said about where it was, and I was going to say, what I did say was I was going to leave it so I know exactly where it is, so I can get up to 10 out of 10, as well as you can do exactly the same with me. Follow along and you'll reach up to 10 out of 10 when I have grabbed the most of them before we come back to pick the last one up. Alright, and so those are the ones, and we shall move on. And again to the cats, because last time I did say about the skills and bits and pieces. So, right, we are going to go to the skills first. And you'll find 3 symbols in the middle of the bottom screen, which is shape of a mountain, a head, and a knife. And on the knife, I have got 72%. And with the head in the middle, which is up to 25%. And with the mountain, is up to 67%. Which means I've been selecting some, where you'll find a load of recordings I've done, where you'll find some that I've already been using and been selected already. And I'm going to go reading those out and allow you to know exactly what they do and how they work. Right, so the mountain first. Right, The first one is on the left hand side in the middle of the screen, which has been ticked off, which is shaped like a bird beak in the middle, which allows you to push L1, and what it will do is bring a colour around some animals, or around some boxes, or around some tubes with some arrows in them, as well as around some mushrooms I picked up from a previous recording I did before the last one. And so you'll be able to find some all sorts of items around the place, or any place that you've been around and you try to freaking find whatever you're looking for, like the documents here, or the GPS caches and all sorts of things, I mean. So use that for advantage to use. Next of all, which is this one, which is to do with your skill points, which is basically XP. So if you want XP, a lot more XP, you want to select this one for you to kill some animals, as well as pick some plants up. So what I mean with the animals is that when you get allowed to stab an animal and you haven't selected this one, you might get 20 from a wolf, and when you do select it, you're going to get 30. If you kill a deer and you haven't selected this one, you're going to get 20, but if you do select it, you're going to get 50. And also if you kill a wolf, kill a pig, you'll get 40, but when you do select this one, you're going to get 80. And with the plants, if you have not selected this one, you pick a plant up, you get 5 XP, but if you do select this, you're going to get 10 XP. And so it's best for you to select this one so you can get a better chance of getting your skills to go up even higher with the XP that will boost it up even higher. Alright, so if you're a first time player, I suggest you select this one. Next one along, which is to do with salvage, which is to do with boxes, as in silver boxes, as well as some square boxes, as well as some boxes in some nests I've done on my last recording to show you where some were. And so you can get some salvage from there, which is to do with your weapons to upgrade whatever you want. Next one along, which is to do with animals, similar sort of thing. When you kill animals and you select this one, you can get salvage. But if you're a first time player and you haven't selected any of these two, you won't be getting no salvage whatsoever. So if I were you, select one of these two, whichever one you want, or you can select both of them. Depends on if you've got 2 skills, as well as skill points, which is what's on the left hand side of the screen with number 6 on there. Next one along, which is to do with arrows. If you're a first time player, how are you? Select this so you can grab some arrows. If you haven't selected it and you've picked up a bow, you'll have some arrows. And if you fired some arrows at a deer or whatever, for example, if you have 5 arrows and you haven't selected this one from picking up your bow from the first level of the first recording I did, you have 5 arrows and you fired 5 arrows at a deer and you killed it, and you get allowed to stab it, and you haven't selected this one, you won't be grabbing 5 arrows, or you won't be grabbing flipping none. So if I you, select this one so you can grab 5 arrows if you kill the deer, or you might be lucky to grab 3 of them, you might grab 2 arrows back, or you might be lucky to grab all of them back. Alright, next one along, which is unlocked, which I haven't used just yet, which is basically allows you to grab some ammo. So say like if you have got 20 arrows, let's say if you've got 5 arrows left, and of course you've got 5 shotgun shells left, 10 bullets for the pistol, and only 20 for the assault rifle, or any assault rifles basically, and you select this one and you kill someone and you get to pick some from them, you'll grab a fair more to be picked up, as well as you possibly could get some more XP for that. I'm pretty sure it's one of those 2 ways it works, but we'll see because I haven't selected it. So it's just an exclamation how it works, or it should work. Right, next one along, which is this one, which is allows you to jump down, and when you do select this one, you'll be able to jump down for a great height and you could not die as easy. So while you select this one, because if you do not select this and you jump down from a great height, you'll be dead. But also if you're a little bit low, further high up, then you've got a chance of staying alive. So you might want to select this if you wish, but it's a good opportunity for you to use if you want. Next one along, which is shaped like a magnifying glass, which allows you to find your documents, GPS caches and relics and stuff. But what I mean by that is that when you select this one and you walk around the places with the GPS caches and stuff that you haven't found yet or haven't seen on your map, and you walk around the places, and then when you push the bit for the map to come up, and what it'll do is show some bits and pieces that you've just walked away around the place and you've just missed them, and so that will bring those up for you to see, instead of using a tomb for you to be able to see where they're hiding with your 1250 XP and some salvage. Alright, okay, so that's what that will do. Also, when you do select this one won't be unlocked, because there's a specific way to get that unlocked, but I'm not going to go for that right now. Okay, next one along, which is to do with sets of 8 of those, but there was only 3 that are unlocked, as well as back to these ones, there was 9 of those, but there is only 8 of them that are unlocked at the moment. So with these 3 that's unlocked, with the 8 that there is in total, so this one, which allows you to have more time with your boat to use with R2 being pushed in, which are, what I mean by that is when you hold L2 for your accuracy and hold the R2 in, and you haven't selected this one, and you'll have 5 seconds for example, and when you get the L2 to be accurate to wherever you want to be, like if you're trying to go for a deer for example, and you can see he's nowhere to be seen, and you hold the R2 in so you can push the R3 around the place to find out where he is, and the time's ticking down and you see there he is, and you want to go for the head. 3 or 4 seconds has just gone by with the 5 seconds you've got, even though that's wrong because you've got 15 seconds or so. And when you found the head, I'm going to show you, but when that 5 seconds goes, the arrow's gone. So basically, if you want more time so the arrows don't just fly away when you're keeping the R2 button pushed in, I suggest you select this one so you can have more than 15 seconds if that is correct. But yeah, you won't be getting 5 seconds when you haven't selected this, there's more than that. Okay, next of all, which is this one, which is to do with ammo capacity, which allows you to grab more bullets and more arrows. And if you haven't selected this one, you'll have 20 arrows, 20 shotgun shells, 50 bullets for the pistol, and 90 for the assault rifle. Alright, that's what you'll grab hold of to start off in the game. And also this one, which is towards to do it with some, most important, salvage, as was some XP, as well as grab a fair few more of the arrows and bullets that you can grab hold of. But most importantly, you want to select this so you can get some more XP. Alright, next one along, with 7 of these, even though I've got 5 that's been ticked off. And the first one on the left hand side in the middle of the screen, which is to do with your health basically. So if you haven't selected this and you've got about 5 or 6 people with assault rifles and stuff, and you've got your own shotgun, whatever kind of weapon you're going to use to kill people, and you're standing in the middle to try and shoot one person when you've got 2 or 3 right behind you, or 1 on the right side of you, and you're trying to kill that person right in front of you with your whatever weapon, and a couple of guys have got some fire arrows and they're freaking burning you up, and you're still standing around, your health will go down a bit, which will bring some red patches around your screen on the sides or right at the bottom or above on the screen when you're playing it yourself. And when you see it sitting there, your health's going down. So then what you might want to do is leave this one, but also you might want to stand behind something. And the way to do that is to leave your controller alone and wait for the screen to go back to normal, just like roughly where I've got it at the moment. So you can do that, or you can select this one and do exactly the same, stand around for a few minutes to try and kill someone, and then move around somewhere and get Lara to stand behind it and get her health to go back up and start again and kill some more. Alright, so this one allows you to have some more time to try and heal yourself back up, as well as take some more punishment from people using their weapons. Alright, next one along, which is to do with getting Lara to punch people with, or either grab a rock and smack him in the head, which allows you to push the triangle button or the white. Alright, that's what that will do. Next one along, which is allows Lara to do some more punishment with a bit more force with her wrists, as well as with the axe whenever you decide to push the triangle or white. Alright, next one along, which is allows Lara to use her axe a bit more than that when you're pushing the triangle or white. Okay, so that's what that'll do when you select it. Next one along is going to say dodge counter, which involves you to push the B or the circle, as well as when you do push that, you'll be able to make Lara move around away from people that's quite close to you before they end up trying to whack you with their axe or fire an arrow. And when you do push the triangle or circle, sometimes the triangle or Y will pop up around by their head. For you to push the triangle or white to get Lara to give her a good punch in, and possibly you could hurt them a little bit, as well as you could kill them if the game will let you to do that. But also when you do select this one will come active, which is dodge kill, which is basically allows you to push the triangle or white again with when you push the circle, which allows you to get Lara to hurt them even more, and possibly you could kill them if you're lucky for the game to do that. But also when you do select this one, because it is locked, which is this one, and what this will do is it will say dodge kill Manastry, even though it's Mastey, whatever that spells. And what this will do when you do select it and you push the B or circle and you push the Y or triangle, you're going to get your person dead instantly. Alright, so if you do want to use your weapons and kill people and play a bit aggressive with your guns or your bow, then don't select this one, so you've got a better chance of using it. Because also that's the other reason why I'm going to leave this one for now. So that's what I'll do. So what I'm going to do, which was my little plan, which was to select this one, which is ammo capacity, is going to give me some more of the arrows, the shotgun shells, and the assault rifle bullets, and the pistol. Now I've got some more, whatever number it is. And also now, when you have selected it like I have, which will have your ammo capacity to allow you to carry even flicking more bullets and arrows. How about that? So yeah, when you do select this one will come active. But I'm going to leave what I've got for now. As well as on the left hand side, you'll find the number 5 right beside there now. And below the number 5, you'll find the word saying skill level. And below all that, which you'll find a number, as well as the shape of an axe and some arrows, which will say buy one more skill to unlock. Alright, which I'm probably going to select another one, but it's tricky to tell which one I'm going to go for, but I'm going to leave it there. And also we have got the weapons, which is up to 20% for the bow, which I'm going to read out this time. And also on the left hand side of the screen, which will show you the name of it, which will say compound bow, which is what I've got from Jonah last time. And below the name of it, which will say find 2 bow parts to unlock. And when I did pick up the bow from Jonah, I would have had 5 parts of the bow, but this time I got 7, so I got 2 extra for you to find out what they do and how it works. So first of all, on the left hand side, the first one that's been ticked off, which is to do with your bow, whichever kind of bow you've got. And of course what it will do is allow you to use R1 with L1, which is basically allows you to pull the string that will allow you to find some things that's tied up with some string. Like for example, there's a door that has some string around it, and you can use L1 with L2 being pushed in first of all. And when you hold L2 and you stand by a door that's got some string, use R1 with the bow that can pull the string that's going to rip the door off, as well as on the top of the middle of the screen you'll find a bit of string above the arrows. Okay, so basically you'll have some string for you to rip some things off, or either get people to fall off ledges if you want to do that. Next one along, which is this one right here, that is got a tick. But also what I meant to do was to say these two were free. You'd have to pay no salvage whatsoever. Alright, on the left hand side you'll find a number which is 500 and nope, sorry, done it again, which you'll find 5,382 on there. But this one's for free, so you don't have to pay no salvage once again. But what this will do, which will allow you to use fire arrows instead of normal arrows. So you can use that whenever. But also what you want to do is hold L2 and push the R2 in. But also you can use normal arrows, and I'll show you exactly how that will work in a moment or two or whenever. So you've got some fire arrows. Next one along, which is your brand new thing, which allows you to fire even more arrows than usual. Alright, so fire arrows will be a bit more powerful. Okay, but there's 350 salvage for that, because on the right hand side you'll find the number that is 350 for you to pay for, even though I've got 5,382, so I could pay for that for 350, even though I'll end up with only 5,030 or something like that. So you can pay for that when you've grabbed your compound bow, if you got that kind of map for 350. Next one along, which is the previous one you did have, which is to do with arrows, which is basically for 250 to pay for, which I haven't paid for yet, which is pretty good. Which is basically for your arrows to be a bit more sharper to hurt people with. So same thing, if you push your palm of your hand with your nail, even though if it's been cut off, and you won't feel freaking a great deal. And so, like I say, if you pay for 250, the arrows will be a bit more sharper. Same thing again, if you had sharper nails and you haven't been cutting them off and just making them go a bit longer, and you push your nail against your skin a bit more harder, it'll frick it up. So basically that's what that'll do, because what it will say on the top right side of the number of pay 250, it will say damage. So once you pay for this one will come active, because it is locked at the moment, which will be 250 when you do pay for this one. So also when it is gone green, you need to pay for 250 when you have paid for this one, which will allow the arrows to be a bit more freaking stronger, to freaking hurt people with even more painful than anything else. Same thing again, if you've got sharper nails than that, then it will hurt your hand even more. Or either like if you've got your pencils and you see the pen a bit more blunt, you might want to use a sharpener to sharpen it up so you can write things a bit more better on a piece of paper. Right, next one along, which is to do with 200 salvage to pay for. And also if you don't pay for it, which is to do with your string, which allows Lara to pull the string back with her right hand, as well as getting Lara to use the bow with her left hand when you hold the L2 button in. And also what I'm going to do is make a sound effect, and if you haven't paid for this one for 200 and you push the L2 and push the R2 in just once, you can get ping like that. Also when you do pay for it for 250 and you push the R2 in and out, you get ping 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 like that. So when you do pay for 200 for this one, this will come active, And when you do pay for it, you're going to get ping, 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 ping all the time. You're pushing the R2 in, out several other times. So that's basically what that'll do. Next of all, which is the shotgun. And also on the left hand side of the bow, I think I've read that before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm going to say it anyway again. Below the name of the compound bow, it will say find 2 bow parts to unlock. And same again, on the left hand side of the shotgun, even though the gun of the shotgun will say pump action shotgun. And below that will say 200, no, find 2 shot. There you go. Oh, goodness sake. Stupid me. Right, it will say find 2 shotgun shell parts to upgrade it. Alright, so at the minute I've got 7 parts of the gun, which is previously what I've grabbed hold of, but I'm going to say those out again. So, the first one on the left hand side, which is to do with range of a distance of how far away from people are. So if you haven't paid for this one, and you're standing behind someone that is 5 centimeters away, you can kill them. But if they're about 15 or 20 centimeters away and you push the R2 in, you might not be able to reach them. But if you do pay for this, which has been paid for, which was 400 salvage, and when you do pay for 400 for it, you can push the R1 button in. So again, if you're about 15 centimeters away or even 20 centimeters away, you can push the R1 button in and you can reach the people that's 15 or 20 centimeters away from you. So that'll be quite handy for you to do if you want it. Next one along, which is for 400 salvage as well, which is allows you to fire some shotgun shells that burns bullets to kill people with. So you might want to use some fire arrows, fire shotgun shells if you want to use up against your people, which is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to pay for 400, as I did have 5,382. So now I've only got 4,982 now. So I'll show you how that works in a few moments. But yeah, you'll be able to burn people with your shotgun shells now, or if you've not paid it just yet. So that's what that will do. Next one along, which is to do with damage, that is worth 325, which is same sort of thing. If you haven't paid for it and you push the R2, the shotgun shell won't hurt people a lot. So if you want to hurt people even more, pay for this for 325 and push the R2 to fire the gun. Same thing, if you haven't paid for this one yet, you can still push R2 to hurt people a little bit. But so again, if you want to hurt them more, just pay for 325 and you'll hurt them even more. Next one along, which is for 300 on the shotgun, which is allows you to get the gun to go bang when you push the R2 in. But when you do push the R2 in and out, in and out, in and out, and you haven't paid for 300, you're going to get. And when you do pay for it, and you push the R2 in and out, you're going to get that kind of thing out of it, which is quite cool if you want it. Next one along, which is for 300 as well. Alright, that's the same as what the damage did. The rate of fire is what it was called. So this one is for 300, and what it will do, if you can look at the bottom of the gun, it's got a handle on it with a twisty knob underneath. Because previously, if I go back onto the rate of fire, you haven't seen the handle underneath the gun. Because previously, that Lara would have had a hand underneath the orangey colour underneath the gun for her to hold it. Right, so now with this bit, Lara will be holding the gun a bit more steady, which is what it will do. So when you're pushing the R2 in, instead of having Lara to fire it, and when you're firing the gun without paying for this one, the gun will go upwards a bit. So if you're trying to go for someone's chest, what the gun will do when you're pushing the R2 in the gun will push up towards their chin or somewhere like that. So you might want to pay for 300 for you to get a bit more chance to go for the chest, or either go for the head. As well as if you haven't paid for this and you go for the head, the gun, when you're firing it with R2 in it, the gun might point up a bit more higher towards the sky or up above somewhere else above the person's head. So you might have used this one for 300, but when you do, this one will come unlocked, which allows you to have some string underneath the handle, which is exactly the same for the other one, which allows you to get the gun to be a bit more straight for you to push the R2 in and basically have a better chance of killing someone a bit more better than that, basically. The last one, which is to do with reload speed, which is basically for your bullets to go back into the gun, because I can only use 6 bullets at the moment. So again, if you haven't done something that I haven't done yet, which will do something in the moment when I show the other guns or whatever. But yeah, so if you do this and you fire 6 bullets and you haven't got no bullets in your gun, and you see a load of people with air assault rifles and they're going to shoot you to death, otherwise you press the circle, push the square or the X for the 6 bullets to go back into it, and you'll be able to have your bullets back in there a bit more quicker than that. Alright, next of all is the assault rifle that I've got, which you'll find on the left hand side of the name. It will say assault rifle, and below that it will say find rifle part, just one. Next of all, at the bottom of the screen you'll find it say 2 out of 7 pieces, and with the 2 that means that I have used 2, but on the first one on the left hand side was for 3, which was to grab some bombs, which allow you to use R1, and the name for it was grenade launcher. That's what it was called. And so next one along, which is for paying with, and it's worth 225, which will allow your bullets to last even longer. And what I mean by that is that at the right hand side of the screen, when I come out, which is going to be now, and when I hold the L2 button in and I go to the assault rifle, you'll find a white patch around the number 71 in there, and when you do pay for that cylinder, it will make that white patch push itself around towards the right side, because on the right side you'll find a bit of dark colour over there. So same thing, when you pay for 250, that white patch will push itself towards the right side of the number 1 or whatever kind of number you've got. Alright, in the middle of the white patches. Okay, so that's what that will do. I'm also in the wrong bit, so I'll get back into that. So that's what that'll do. And also, like I said, for the shotgun, when you're firing it, and when you see the white patch on this assault rifle, when you push the square or X, that white patch will push itself a bit more back towards the amount of bullets you can use. Alright, so next of all, this one right here, which is about damage again, but it's worth 350, so you will be able to do a lot more damage with the bullets to hurt people with. So same thing, if you tap your chest a little bit with your wrist or your palm of your hand, it won't freaking hurt a lot. Same thing, if you pay for this for 300 and you tap your chest a bit harder, it will freaking hurt. And so the damage with the bullets will hurt people. Okay, so you might want to select that. Next one along, which has been paid for, which is for you to get some string around the back of the gun, which allows to get Lara to hold the gun a bit more steady, for you to push the R2 button in, as well as when you got the actually pointed at someone's chest or whoever you want to kill, then when you push the R2 and pay for this, the gun will be a bit more steady for you to shoot them with. Also, I'm pretty sure that was 200 or something odd. But yes, let's just check my photos for a second or two. And the answer was, give me a minute. Which one am I looking for? It is that one, isn't it? He was 300. It was 300. Okay, that's how much it was. And when you do pay for it, this one will be unlocked, which is for me to use, which is allows you to get your accuracy to be a bit more accurate to shoot people with, even more better than you can. Same thing with R2 in, so you might be lucky to shoot people even better than that. Okay, that's what that's for, but that's 350. Next one along, which is to do with reload again, which is to push your butts to go around even more quicker than when you're pushing the R2 button in to make the white patch go anti-clockwise, to go to grey patches instead of white patches like I have at the moment. I showed you. So you might want to pay for 300 to do that. Next one along, which is for 250. So basically, when you're pushing the R2 all the way in, and I'm going to use my hands for this. So when you're pushing the R2 in, you're going to get that kind of thing. When you do pay for it and you push the R2 in and just keep it pushed in, you're going to get that kind of thing. All right. So it might be a handful kind thing for you to use if you wish. Next one along, which is the pistol. That is TACTICAL pistol, which is asking me to find one pistol part for that. And also you'll find 8 pieces on this gun. And also the first one that's on the left, which was 400 Savage, which was allow you to use R1 button. And also, if you haven't paid for 400, you're only allowed to use R2 button, which is R2 to just use one bullet at a time. When you push the R2 button just in once, you get that. So every time when you do push it in, out, you're just going to get one at a time, like that. But when you do pay for this for 400, you can push the R1 button in, and when you do, you get 3 bullets to be fired at once. But you want to be very, very careful with that, because when you do, because you'll start with 8 bullets to use, but even though you'll have 50 bullets to waste anyway, so you'll have 8 bullets to start off with to use whenever you want. But when you do push the R2 button in, the R1 button in, you're going to waste 3 bullets, so you're going to end up with 5 left. And also if you push it again, you have 4 bullets left, so you just want to be very, very careful when you use that. But even though I've got 18 bullets to use with 50 maximum number I can carry. But also I did use a skill point, which was ammo capacity, so I can carry a lot more to use when I pick up some more. Next one along, which is this one, which is a cylinder, which allows the white patch to be pushed up around the number in the middle. Same thing what I did with the pistol, the assault rifle I showed you with. Alright, that's what that will do. Alright, so now with the pistol, with the most important one for that, it was meant to be worth 200. How about that? Alright, for 200 for that. Next one along, which is for 200 as well, which is damage for the bullets to hurt people with. Same thing, if you tap your hand a little bit, as well as when you haven't paid for this, the bullets will just not hurt a lot to people, so you might want to pay for this to hurt people a bit more. Same thing when you do pay for it, as well as if you tap your hand a bit harder, it will start to hurt. But when you do pay for this one will be active for you to pay for 250 for the bullets to hurt even people more. Same thing again, if you tap your hand even thicker and harder, then it'll hurt. Yep, that's what that's for. Next one along, which is allows you to load up your gun with the bullets back up a bit more quicker. So it'll ask you to pay 325 for that. So you'll be okay with that if you got that kind of amount, as well as if you're quite happy to waste that kind of amount. Next one along, which is same thing with the assault rifle and everything else, but the pistol is for 300, but every time when you push the R2 in without paying 400 for the 3 bullets to come out, and when you do push the R2 in, you're going to get that. But also when you do push the R2 in and out with paying 300, you're going to get that kind of thing for that to do that. Next one along that has been paid for, which I think it was 200, I believe, or 250, something like that, which allows you to get allowed to hold the gun a bit more better. How about that? And next of all, that hasn't been paid, which is for 350, which allows you to push the down D-pad to make the gun be a bit more quiet, so people won't hardly notice that you're around the place. But I am not going to use that. There's a specific reason for that, because if you want to use the sound effects with the gun to shoot people with, then you might have to push the D-pad 2 times for it to come off, because when you have it off and you push the D-pad up once, it will come back on again. So that's the reason why I'm going to leave that off. But also what I'm going to do is put some reload in this thing for 325, so that'll get the gun to come back up a bit more quicker. And I think that will be it. But with the axe, you don't have to pay nothing, because when you do your first start on the game, and when you do get the axe, you're going to have to pay for 50 salvage for that, and that's all you have to do with it, because the rest of it will be up to 100%, okay, because there's only one upgrade you have to do on that. Alright, so now we're going to move on. Okay, right, so first of all, what we're going to do is go and meet Alex, because he's wandered off. Right, and also we've got the bow. So what you can do is come straight over it and hop across and grab some more arrows if you want, even though I've got 9 of them. And some seagulls are making a load of flicking racket. How noisy fuckers they are. Right, okay, so with your bow that you've got, which is a compound bow, that Jonas says you can smack your axe into absolutely anything, which means you can fire an arrow into this thing. Okay, so what you want to do is use L2 and push the R1 for the bow to pull the string and smack it into this thing. So now you can do that now. Alright, and also I'm thinking a bit too far ahead, I think. Right, so jump up by pressing the AX and push L3 towards the right, so you can get Lara to crawl around the string and get towards the stony bit. And what you want to do is press X or A and then push the square or X, whichever console you're using, or just press the A or X and push L3 up, so you can get Lara to climb up. Alright. Okay then. So, first,
Okay, Reyes, I'm getting close to the
we'll
end.
find Alex talking.
What do you need exactly?
Alex,
Yeah, we're getting worried, Alex.
I'm gonna need a breaker bar and the
Right.
rest of my kit. I can't fix this boat without them.
All right, I'm on it.
Get him to stop
Lara's
talking.
heading your way.
Yeah, Lara's on your way.
Wait for her.
You should
Lara?
wait.
No, I got this.
Sure about
I'm heading in. Going radio silent.
that. Oh dear.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What do you reckon he's doing? Hey? Right, so push L3 up and push the X or A, whichever console you're using, to swing across this thing. And then you'll find a bird or seagull, that'd be a better word. Right, press A or X and hop straight on top of this thing. And push L3 up around it. And of course, you want to hop straight over it and hop straight on top of this thing. And then what you want to do is either use your L3 and push it up, and push the X and square, as well as either push L3 up and use A and X, whichever console you're using, to smack the axe into this thing and climb up all the way up, where you'll find the GPS cache right there. Alright. Also, I can sense there's something down there, but I can't flicking find it in a minute. Right, okay, so what you want to do is hop straight over it, where you'll find a salvage crate for you to burn. So make sure you push your up D-pad to put the flames on, and push it up once again to turn them off. Okay, so that's how that works. When you want the flames on and off, right, next of all, I'm going to push A or X to get your lava to climb up it, and push the A or X again, and keep that L3 up, and push the A or X 2 times, which is what I meant to say. And then you'll find a GPS cache right here with a 5x beat. What you want to do is come back down, push the B or circle a couple of times, and again, and I can drop down and push it again, so I can just hop down. Right, then what you want to do is hop down over it, where you will find over here is a relic that you're going to really want. There's 25 XP right there.
Singed
Also,
around the edges.
with a relic,
What happened to your owner?
on the left hand side of the screen you'll find a magnifying glass popping up there, even though my flicking phone's just done something. So I'll twist it around a little bit so you can see. So there you go, you got magnifying glass on the left hand side, where you'll be using R3 to turn it around. So whenever you see the magnifying glass popping on the left hand side, you're going to have to turn the object around. But whenever you don't see that on the left hand side when you're opening relics as in boxes, you don't have to. So turn this
There's a name on
teddy
the
upside down, and also you got 10 XP right there. Next of all, what you want to do is come back round the other way and hop straight back over it, and I'm pretty sure you can find something down here. It should be over here somewhere. Hop straight over it. There it is. Right, you want to destroy one of these, which is part of one of your challenges. Use whatever you want, but I'll borrow you. Use a shotgun if you want. But I'm going to use one of them, 2 of them. But what I've done is hold R2 in, which is what you want to do, is push that R2 in as long as you can. Alright, you need to do that. Also, you want to hop straight across this bit, and down it you'll find a relic, which is what you want.
Was this actually?
And also that didn't have a magnifying glass, so you can press the circle or B, whichever console you're using. Right, also a relic, GPS cache down there. Right, what you want to do now is go back up where you came from, which is on this thing. Oop. Because also you want to be careful you don't fall off. But when you're walking on this thing, you'll be fine. But don't jump down, because otherwise you'll be dead. Right, you find this thing up here. So you want to push the AX to hop straight up with pushing L3 up. And climb up on top of this thing. So you can find a salvage crate, which is down it, for your salvage. So you can rip that off. And as I said before, with the skill points, with about the salvage crates, you can grab a lot more salvage. Alright, also you want to jump straight over it by pushing the A or X. Alright, and then what you want to do is to be careful where you stand, because you'll find some people around it, which will be up here. Okay, Right, also you should find something around here. There's a little bit further somewhere else. But it's around here. Right, what I'll do is get some people to come around. Because you'll find one person come out here. There he is. And another guy up there. And one person somewhere else. Right, there he is. So we're going to take him out with a bow. And kill him quickly because otherwise you'll alert everybody else. And also I got 100 XP. And the only reason why that is because I killed 2 people at once. Because each one of those was meant to give me 50 XP anyway. Right, okay, next there's a salvage crate right here. But I'm going to leave that right now because what we want to do is try and get Lars to come around it. And come around it. And jump straight over it with L3 pushed up. So you can get Lars to hop over here a bit. And keep pushing the L3 up. Because you want to continue walking straight a bit. We'll find a GPS cache around here somewhere, which is right down it. So grab that, which is 5 XP with 7 out of 15. Also again, you find another one of these. Also what I'm going to do is get a pistol or something. So I'm going to get the shotgun because I've got 18. There we go, destroy that. 10 XP, as well as 6 out of 10 of those. Alright. Also, don't think you can, don't think you can, but I think there's a way of doing that. We'll find out what I mean in a minute. Right, okay. So, you're not going to be able to do that. Right, so what you want to do is hop around it and go around over here. Where you find a salvage crate to burn. There you go. Which is going to give me the second part of my bow. How nice is that? So, you'll find another salvage crate here, which I'm going to open up now. Which is going to be my third part of my rifle part. Also find another one of these, which you can use as assault rifle if you want. But obviously I'm not going to reach that, am I? Not sure if I am. Also I'm going to double check I'm not going to miss one, because you can easily do that. But maybe I'm just thinking too far ahead. Right then. Okie dokie. Alright. Okay, right. Hop straight back over where you came from. And also destroy this one. There you are. There's your 7th. Because I'm still looking for 2 more, aren't I? Two more. Where the hell is it? I'll figure it out. Right, okay. So first of all, I'm going to hop straight over it, where you find some shotgun shells and bits and pieces, as well as a GPS cache right there, which is 5 of them. XP. Also I am going to grab all this, because I've used a skill point which is to do with ammo capacity. So now I've got 24 shotgun shells, 87 assault rifles at the moment, and there you go. I've got more than 20 assault rifle, more than 18, more than 20 shotgun shells. There you go. Gonna say the wrong thing then. Or is it over there or something? Oh well. I can't fucking remember. Right, another thing there if you want it. Right, what you want to do is come round it. Or is it? There it is. There you go. There's the other one. I thought it was around here somewhere. Right, so you want to destroy that one. There's your 8 out of 10. Now you find a... there's something around here somewhere. But we'll deal with that in a little while. Because you will find one of these things for your challenge. Get Lara to dig one of those up, or pick up or destroy it, or whatever she's thinking doing, to be honest. So there's 5 XP and 3 out of 5 of them things. So there you go. Alright, so you want to go around here now. And come around here. So you can find yourself to climb up on top of this bit and hop on top of this round bit, even like a full, oh, hang on, there you go, hop on top of this bit where you find a box which is to do with your XP you desperately want to grab hold of. I can just stand in the right place. There's 20 XP right there, and up it, which you'll find a GPS cache, which is 9 out of 15 so far. So yes, you definitely want them. I'm absolutely sure there's another GPS cache somewhere. There is another one somewhere. I know it's around here. So what I'm going to do is keep tapping the square. I reckon it's not in here, because it could be hiding somewhere else. Yeah, it must be somewhere else. Right, okay, so we'll ignore that. Right, another crate if you want it, which I'm going to do, because I'm going to get another 15 salvage there. Also, what you want to do is hop straight up it and press X or square, X or A, sorry. Right, well, so I'm going to hop straight over it to get Lara to grab this set of arrows, which is 5 of those and 26 salvage, I think. What we want to do is hop straight on this ladder. And then what you want to do is get your shotgun out, because this is in your bloody wipe. So smash that, press AOX and hop up and keep L3 up and keep pushing the AOX and push the square or X immediately where you find a relic,
Where have all the children?
which will have a magnifying glass on it. So turn it upside down with
Another
L3
name.
up with 10 XP right there. Then next, go towards here, 2 small XP, which is 10. And also get your gun back out, or whatever weapon you want to use. Also might be able to use both of this. And wait for it to come up. Yeah. Give it here. Give it here. Yeah. Destroy it. It should do. Use the pistol for this. Yeah. Destroy. Oh. Why is it not doing it? It should do. Where's it gone now? Where's it gone now? Oh, there. Come on, red bit. Turn up. Turn up, red bit. There you go. There's 9 out of 10. Right, so now what you want to do is just press the B or circle just once and press the square or X immediately and just hop down, because there's a specific reason for that. Hop straight back down it, so you can just hop straight over it and then hop straight over it. Where's that guy? Is he not fucking dead? Oh well. Right, hop straight over it. Where you can hop straight over it. Oh, he's over here. He's over here. That's why I've done it. As well as 8 arrows and 24 salvage. And X salvage plate here, which give me 15. And the other reason why I've done it this way was because you're going to miss the relic. Okay, that's why I've done it. Because when you go over it and come around it, you'll find this thing. Was it done that? Yeah. Okay, anyway, we'll deal with that. So when you hop straight over it, this thing will slam across. And when you pull yourself up by pressing the AX and as well as L3 up, you'll be over it and you won't be able to get back down. So smack your axe into the thing by pressing X and square or A and X and push L3 up, where you'll find yourself over it, as well as some strength. So press the AX, zip your way down, and you'll find some people up here, which is over it, which you can touch people with.
We'll say he lost him. Jump to his death.
Oi! Oh, great. Now it's a load of old people now. There's also 250s there. Alright, what you're going to do first is hop straight down it, where you would find a where is it? Where is it? Oh, stupid me. It's over here. Which is a GPS cache right there, which is 10 out of 15 so far. How about that? Okay, so there's that for you. Next of all,
Come on, move it.
what we're going to do is come around it. Ow. How does it feel, though? How does that feel? Oi. You could have a couple of them. Oi. No, you're going to die. Get off. That's my space. There you go. There's 40 XP right there. And also, when that red patch turns up, you're going to wait for it to bugger off. Alright. So the other reason why I've come up here is because you've got your challenge with another one of those found. Alrighty. So there you go. 4 out of 5, which will pop up on the bottom of the screen with 5 XP right there. And also, as I killed those 2 people down there, I'm going to grab some stuff from them. Which this guy's going to give me 8 bullets and 1 hour and 28 salvage, I think. Or 26. 5 salvage from that guy and 7 bullets for the assault rifle and 1 bow arrow. So now once you have done all that, you can do is go around here and find a salvage crate to give you some more salvage, which give you 15 right there. Also, what you can do now, also I'm going to try and find 2 things, which is to do with the GPS cache, which you want to grab hold of. So there's 5 XP right there. Or not. Climb up it. Good. Jump straight on top of this. And jump straight back on this. But make sure you keep L3 up. And push the A or X 2 times. Where you can hop straight back up here now. Where I'm going to grab some pieces from this guy. And 8 bullets and 1 hour and 19 salvage. As well as you can hear that jingling noise. That means a tomb's ahead. So So this guy is going to give me 7 bullets for the pistol and 1 arrow and 10 salvage. And if you was to try and go through the door from the tomb, then some guys will fire some arrows as well as they can hurt you to stop you opening that bloody door. So you want to kill them first before you do that. So first of all, what I'm going to do is get the door ripped open with the axe and keep pushing the square, even though you can do exactly the same. Or if you're on a PS4, then you have to push the most important X. Also, you find a relic right down it. There's 500 XP on there.
This one seems.
And also that didn't have a magnifying glass on the left hand side, so you don't have to touch the R3 to turn it around, so you'll be fine there. Also, what you want to do is push L3 all the way up and push the X and square or X and A to smack into that. Lucky I flicking caught that in just in the nick of the time, otherwise I would have flicking got large dead. So L3, push it up a bit and turn it towards the left, so that I can turn around left and keep doing it, so that I can come around it. Also, how many shotgun shells have I got? I've got 23. I think I'll be fine for now. So keep L3 up and turn the R3 around to move the camera around and do exactly the same thing, so you can see this bit. And also you'll find another salvage crate net over there, but I'm going to leave that for now because I've got something else to do, as well as you can come back to that, which is what I'm going to do. So L3 up again, turn it towards the left so you can get underneath it, and then once you're done, keep it L3 up and turn L3 towards the right and continue pushing it upwards, so that I can turn around right and go straight ahead, and do it again, turn it towards the left so I can turn left and push it up so you can keep walking straight. And we are in a tomb, and for now I am going to leave it right here, and we are going to do some more next time for some more certain things, as well as you can see that now we have a new part of the assault rifle to be changed into a new word, which I'm going to read next time. As well as press X for the 100% to be complete, as well as the X to start up to press again to say continue. So I'm going to push that again, which you'll find 2 symbols, which is skills and salvage. And I'm going to push the circle again for the TR to pop up on the right hand side to say save, which is what you want to look for. And that is where I am going to leave it for today. And so then we will do some more, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.